Okie dokie, folks. Welcome back to the Roottrees Are Dead, where we're always presented with that loading cursor, the hourglass cursor, as we come into it. Last time we uncovered the sequel to. Well, it's not a sequel, is it? I mean, it kind of is. It's just like more excerpts from the diary, and we only read 2 of the pages, but it started giving us more information about the whole Sam thing, and Sam turns out to be a Samantha. Don't know why I never considered that. I believe it might be you. And you were looked after by somebody called EC, who I haven't connected to anybody, but I was suspecting might be what's going on under here, possibly. I could imagine it's about like, first we figure out like who the Roottrees are, and then this reveals like some more things that we have to fill in. And I've got to figure out like, oh, who is this EC person? And it might even be somebody we've come across. It probably is going to be somebody we've come across already, possibly. Okay. We should just continue our way through that book, the diary excerpts. I did finish reading this one, right? I think so. Okay. Yep. Okay. Clark. So your son. This is a page of additional notes and context from the 1975 10-year anniversary release of, okay, we know that, Clark, about her son, Clark. Reading this back, I get deja vu. As I write this addendum, Clark's gotten married again. No Rootree has ever remarried. Sure, I lost Jacob and Gwyn divorced Wild Bill just before she had her second. Not even I can blame her for that. Yes, we knew about that. She was pregnant at the time. I've seen what he gets up to in Starlet, but neither of us ever took a second husband. Okay, hold on, I do, like, it's to be honest, it is quite easy to jump between those two things. For some reason, the animation between them makes me feel like I've got lots of context switching to do, but, I mean, I guess it's just because it's like the camera's flying across the room to get between these two places, and like a lot of stuff happens on screen. So that's this. So yeah, you were married to Danielle, and then you remarried. Then again, you remarried again later. And yeah, you two were married, but you didn't remarry. But you did split up. Yep, okay. That matches everything I know so far. With the way the world is moving, I guess it was inevitable someone in this family would remarry. I just wish it wasn't my son. I can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to the lack of a real father. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up and helped. I really need to figure out who the other, great aunts are of, hold on, I really need to figure out, this set of people. I guess I'm thinking from the perspective of the Roottree sisters, because that's where we started. Great aunts and uncles, like these two, I'm almost certain I've had their names. There's somebody I've just sort of yep, sure, they're one of the Rootrees. I've seen their name plenty of times. But I've just never actually put them together. Oh, I know they're male because you said you have 3 brothers or something like that. And probably one of them is this Eli C. Because Eli is short for Elias. And we do have an Elias Jr. Ernest Jr. There's an Elias Jr. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, yeah, I was thinking of Ernie Jr. Oh, gosh, they've got lots of similar names as well. But there wasn't another Eli, wasn't there? Oh, Elias Jr. Okay. Maybe down this way. Who knows? Because, people might have been named after their granddad or whatever. Eli C. practically raised Clark and Jim as brothers whenever he could. So Jim... Okay, I think that gives us something. I was just thinking about that's you, isn't it? So I think you're Eli C. Elias C. Roottree. Eli's marriage seems fine, and Jim's marriage seems solid as a rock. Pun intended. So who knows what causes these things? I guess that's also clarifying that is that Jim. Eli's marriage seems fine. Yep, to you, whoever that is. I suspect that he's marrying Jane to keep her from running out on the band. Jane. There was another J in that, this. Could it be Jane LaRue? Could it be? I don't know. Where am I going now? Here. Now I have to scroll back down. Right to the bottom. Okay. To keep her from running out on the band. Without her, he'd be the third wheel. Wait, and Clark was in the band. Yes, okay, there we go. Yes, I forgot about that bit. Clark was in the band. Without her, he'd be the third wheel, and I imagine they wouldn't last long as a trio. Still, I don't think a marriage on such a shaky foundation like that can last. Lord knows I was right at the time. Okay, so I think that is Jane LaRue as Clark's... Oh, so we know you're a musician as well. So your second spouse is Jane LaRue. There we go. Neat. It's interesting that you always get a first name and a surname. It'd be interesting to have a version of this game where you have to pick them separately, so you're never... Like, I've actually got a list of identities here, and you could almost do things backwards by like finding names in here and just searching for them. It'd be interesting to do one where you don't really know what is a name and what isn't a name, because there's lots that could be paired together in different ways. Okay, and wait, what does this indicate? Is that a child from you? I think so. It's weird that this is at an angle, but sure. I mean, maybe it's not weird. I don't know what these family trees usually look like when that happens. Okay. This is a page from the 1975 10-year anniversary re-release of Lauren's diary. It is not a companion piece to any specific entry, but addresses feedback. The biggest complaint I got after publishing my diary was how many similar names there are. Okay. I feel like this is directed directly at me. There are 4 Elis for Pete's sake, but that's how it is. Someone would say, I saw Eli in town, and I wouldn't know which one they meant. My brother, my uncle, my cousin. Okay, here we go. My brother, my uncle, my cousin. That's why they became Uncle Junior. Yes. Oh, yeah, I know you are. Miracles Eli, or Eli C. Here we go. Here we go. So your cousin... Eli C. Hello. Not Eli C. Eli M. The other one. No. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that must be Eli M. Since there's the only one left. Eli Miracle, maybe. Our family's names were always unusual. Grandpa Elias was a believer in using the names of each generation to honor those in the last. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy. So now you see where my pop's name came from. Right. One thing that's always been consistent in our family, though, is that anytime someone's a junior, they're always the firstborn son. Okay, I kind of had assumed that anyway. That goes for Miracle, Eli, or even Clancy. With the women, however, it all goes out the window. I think Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline. Maybe it's Gwendoline, then, who was Elias's mother. Wait, what? I think Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who's Elias's mother. Okay, so that's off the family tree. Women's names tend to get all mixed up as the generations went on. I guess that's because there's no female equivalent of junior. So if you're reading my diary and confused, you're not alone. Even the government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for an Edward Clancy Roottrie. I had to break the news that they got my father's name backwards. Right. Unless there is an Edward Clancy Roottrie and it's a secret. No. I don't think so, at least. Okay, so next page. Anger. It's not a companion piece, but rather a fun bonus. Apparently this is the first thing she could find that she ever wrote. She knows it was for a school assignment. It's weird that sometimes these are like, I guess when it's in quotes, it's... No, there's no quotes here. Whereas now there's like a bit of like narrator stuff and then there's quotes. I think. Because I think this she here is Lauren. Apparently it's the first thing she could ever find that she ever wrote. She knows it was for a school assignment about anger, and she believes based on the teacher's name she must have been in 3rd grade. She doesn't exactly remember the events spelled out here, but she does remember getting in trouble. I got angry when I met a new girl who I do not like. She was dirty and did not have a pretty dress. Me and Pop walked home in town and she hooked him.
When I told her he was my Pop, she pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her, and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, your Pop is my dad. She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me, and lying is not a nice thing. So I pushed her too. Then I got in trouble. Then Pop took her away. He told me, don't worry, I'm glad she's gone. What the heck? Okay. I mean, I assume... Like, is there meant to be like a parallel here with... I mean... There's like a parallel with like what's going on with Sam over here, but not really. But I assume this is just, you know, it's a kid just being silly. Maybe. This has reminded me of the first thing, or at least the first example of writing that I've got of me. It involves like somebody driving over some fireworks and exploding and dying. I've got that somewhere. I'm not sure how old I was when I wrote it, but yeah. This is better written than what I wrote. Okay. Okay, there's probably something to take from that, although no insights, or whatever it's called, intuition here. So maybe not, maybe it's just a little bit of extra detail. Okay, now what? Well, so should we look you up? It'd be good to know maybe Elias C. Roottree. I'm trying to be good and not look things up until, like, not just look up a name that I know because it's in the list of names. But wait, okay, but it doesn't show up anyway. It's interesting. Okay. Gosh, this family over here is still a complete mystery. I remember searching for those and not getting anything. Okie dokie. So we believe you've got you right. What were you, Elias Jr.? By historical buildings in Butler County. That is where the political ad is for as well. He's listed alongside an old residence that's been preserved. Did I ever look this up? Don't think I did. Oh, maybe I did, and that's what happened. Oh yeah, it says here. Okay. There'll be something like that I get by disconnecting somehow. Maybe not. Okay. Okay, where do I want to go next? We found out some information about... Oh, did I ever figure out who you were? To Carl and Brenda. Oh, yeah. Sorry that you were unable to attend the funeral. It's a tradition to have it as soon as possible. And Ernie, more than anyone else on earth, knew how busy your job can be. And he's a man full of love, not only for his family, but for his family's legacy. Work you three did together, as well as how Carlos carried on for him after taking over. Was he one of the presidents? Oh gosh. Did I keep notes of stuff? I don't know if I did. Ernie Madsen Jr. Yeah, so Ernie was just before Carl, but there's a guy as well. Ernie Madsen Jr. Madsen. Which family is that? Is that the so this family is Ernest Madsen. You. Okay, we've got you. Ernie Madsen Jr. So you were number 4. I think? Yes. Okay. I don't know if I might just have not put occupations in for a lot of people yet. I mean, some of them I can guess because you said that Gwyn was the first Rootree to not be a house, first woman Rootree to not be a housewife. Like, so for example, I could probably say that you're likely to be a housewife, maybe, although we don't know that much about you. You're Samantha, you're the mystery person. You were married to an earnest medicine. Maybe have we looked you up yet, Sam Roottree? No. Okay. Okay. What if we look up these? Ernie Jr. I've quoted this already, apparently. He's apparently very successful as president. Right, okay. So where's Guy? Who's Guy? I don't want to look up the name in the list because that feels like cheating. Just search for Guy. Nothing comes up for the word Guy at all. That's surprising. Like, there are other uses of the word Guy that could come up. Eli M? Like, is it worth looking you up? Like, how else are we going to learn about you? Because the only thing we've got of you is a photo of when you were a kid. Eli M. It was still Roottree, right? Elias. Okay, but you did get married and then had a kid, even though you were just a little kid yourself. This weird family. It's like a kid had another kid, and then that kid had a kid. How strange. We should probably also go back to the photos and figure stuff out. Okay, so back to the photo of... Because now we know who Sam is in that photo. So I reckon it's those four are the four, right? That would make you Lauren. That feels good. Okay, you are Lauren. Let's put you in. Lauren. You. Okay, I don't know how many things I've put in. I think I have 3, so something's wrong. Something's wrong. Did I put 4th for you? I did. Okay, I mean, that's good. Something's wrong. We can work on that. I mean, I think it's gotta be you. You are Lauren. And then of these 3, I mean, you look like the youngest, so I could probably do something based on that. You're wearing glasses, you're not. Do we know anything about... so, I mean, my guess would be that it's not that much of a guess. You definitely look like the youngest. You've got a name that I haven't put in yet. Clancy Jr. Can we guess based on... So we're thinking about you and you. My guess is that... I mean, you actually look like the oldest. Unsure. Okay. Don't want to put stuff in just because I'm guessing. Well, what's wrong about those? I mean, maybe I got the pictures wrong. There was something about these 2 wearing the glasses, and that they were like the only free spirits that wore glasses. So that's why I put them in, I think. I don't remember where I saw that. Which is a bit terrifying. I mean, I guess we've got the history on the computer, so we can go back through stuff. And then who else have we got in that other picture? So, up here. So again, it should just be all people... Maybe I'm wrong about your picture. Like, if we're being like, no, this is literally just the next generation. Oh no, that is what I was doing. And what I'm saying is that your dad is there just to be with you, I think. Or your brother, sorry. Your brother. Okay, that's your older brother, and this is a big age gap. That feels right to me. Okay. So Gwen's not there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that was the redheads in that family that we haven't learned much about, I think. or the one redhead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so no, these two. You and you. Yeah, you've got pretty red hair as well. Okay. Okay. This feels promising. I should probably read the text as well, but I think that might be Zach. Oh gosh, I put a lot of stuff in and they haven't confirmed. And then you are you. I don't have a thing for you. Probably housewife, but I don't know for certain. That's the current guess. Let's read the text just to double check what that said. Too good to make an appearance as Gwen. Includes Sam. Why are you all staring at Zach? If that is Zach. It's interesting that I'm definitely making mistakes at this point. It is interesting indeed. What else do we know about Zach? So that would make me guess that you two are probably in that family on the left. How many free spirits do we have? 4. Could be these two, because yours isn't quite as red. Was there another Zach? Like, where did the name come from here? Morden. No, that makes sense. You married a Morden. Morden. Nothing. Gosh, how is stuff going to happen over here? Zach Morden. I'm sure I've searched for this stuff before. Zach Morden. Are there like company names I haven't looked up yet? There probably are. I mean, if we search for EC, I assume we don't get anything. No. Bethany and Davy. Stephanie, who's an only child. So this was Chris Rafferty, who's over here. Is that you? Oh, it was one of these, but I don't know who. Are you the child of Jane? And so you were using pictures of your cousins, your third cousins, so like way up and then way back down again, right? So that means at this level. Davy swims for UCONN. And Bethany's yearbook picture, she's Davy's younger sister. I do wish I could drag this all the way over when doing that. So it could be, there's only like 2 siblings there, right? These aren't siblings, they have different parents. Sometimes I get thrown off by the fact there's like only one child here. And so I see, oh, there's like a branching point above them, so they're siblings. No, they're cousins. There's 2 siblings here. And there's 2 here, so that's the other option. This is interesting. Where was I? What was I doing? I was looking at... What was I looking at? Have I done all these yet? No, just not Lauren. Okay. Lauren, you are an author. Is writer a separate thing? No, screenwriter is. You are an author. It's interesting that you're not confirmed yet. I'm certain that's you. Absolutely certain that's you. So I must be wrong about other people. I'm certain that's you. And we know there were 5. Yep. So that's interesting. Well, yeah, because that's another star that we haven't confirmed. Is there another star we haven't confirmed? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. But it does mean that we've got something wrong over here. I think you're an Ernie Jr. Although, I didn't know which way round these went. Okay. I'm having flashbacks to when I put them in. I was like, oh, I don't know who's the eldest child. Yeah, okay. And I think this is telling me you probably go there. And unfortunately, I'm not sure I want to have figured it out that way.
Gwyneth Madsen, I'm pretty sure I searched for you. Have I spelled that right at all? Gwyneth Madsen. Yes. Nothing. Yeah. So that's the problem with like putting stuff in as like a temporary thing, is like I forget that it was just temporary. But yeah, that is definitely what I did. I now remember. I know I should be flipping them over, but I want to find the actual fact that tells me that. And so who's that only child we were just looking at? That was from... Oh, it was just in my notes, wasn't it? Stephanie, who's an only child. But there were quite a few that could be. Well, it could be you or you. Can we look up Stephanie? Stephanie, what was your surname? Surely there'd be something about you. Stephanie Jones. Why have I not done this yet? Can I highlight it there? No. I can highlight it here though. Stephanie may have grown up in an unconventional family to say the least, but in her words it was still full of love, and now 22 years later, with a baby of her own due around Christmas, her message for those is simply love is our future. The handwritten note says, Carl, I know we don't see eye to eye when it comes to the candy company, but if you could talk to your girls about putting out a statement supporting Stephanie, she could use the publicity your daughters bring in. Don't let our conflicts spread to the next generation. CM. I won't be that far up, will it? CM. So to Carl. So somebody on this row, maybe? I mean, not necessarily. CM. Let's do some more research. CM. Not EC. Stephanie Jones. There's gotta be something about you. You're a politician. You learn from an election results page that Stephanie Jones, a candidate for city council, won her campaign on election day about a month ago. You find no mention of the Roottrees in any articles about her. Stephanie also has a very bare bones website for her campaign. It is simply a picture of her campaign mailer, and underneath it says, be sure to read the full article in the Butler County Times. I can copy stuff. Periodicals. Oh, maybe I just search? Can I paste that then? I can. Butler County is located outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Was it Pittsburgh? How in this case, how is it said? I mean, I live in an Edinburgh, but we say Edinburgh. Pittsburgh? Maybe? Pennsylvania? While the Roottree Candy Company now has its headquarters in the city, the company began on a small farm within the Butler County limits, and the area has a lot of history with the family. The Butler County Times is presumably a local paper there. There are likely articles from over the years involving the Roottree family and those adjacent to them. Okay, it's been automatically added to your periodical search interface. It's interesting that the previous thing didn't do that. I probably should have searched Butler County ages ago. As a side note, a video game called The Roottrees Are Dead was once set in Butler County, and it turns out the creator never lived in or near Butler County, or even had a connection to Butler County. Okay, this is getting a little bit meta, isn't it? Even though this game's not out yet, but it's definitely referring to the developer of this game. Okay, so now we go look up here, and we do this, and we search Roottree. The Butler County Times has played host to many Roottree advertisements over the years for many of their products, including 5 pieces. They flip the results. So we do Stephanie Jones. The most recent mention of Stephanie Jones is a small report detailing the election results from last month's election. Stephanie apparently won her election. You also find the full version of the newspaper clipping on the back of the campaign mailer. While most of it is unimportant, you do find the following. Stephanie Jones, born Stephanie Landon until her marriage to local business owner Brian Jones, has lived in Butler County her whole life. Stephanie grew up in a home without a father. With my mother and her partner, I essentially had an entirely female influence. Though she is a distant cousin of the Rootrees, her mother Caroline... We just had a Caroline. Oh, that was like above the top of the tree, so that doesn't matter. Though she's a distant cousin of the Rootrees, her mother Caroline, a local artist who has appeared on the front page of the Butler County Times in the past, has often come out opposed to the corporation's policies regarding deforestation of indigenous trees to expand their maple farms. Unlike my mother, I'm not a fighter. I want to bring love to the world. Okay. She's a distant cousin of the Roottrees. Her mother, Caroline, a local artist. Do we have a Caroline? I don't think we have a Caroline in yet. So it's not going to be here. It's not going to be these two. We know you're a single child. Split up. Remarried. Guardian, adoption or otherwise. It's going to be you. It's going to be you. It's 100% you. It's 100% you. Where are you? Somewhere around here? What do you look like? Oh, you. Is it you? It is you, yeah? I'm pretty sure it's you. Stephanie. Landon. Politician? Politics? Okay. I know what's going to happen. Like, the ones that I know for certain are going to get confirmed, I think. Yep. And the other ones that I had in, it just needs to be swapped around. Okay, and a bunch of other people got locked in as well. Oh, is my phone ringing?
So, you may have heard the news. Some of Carl's things have gone missing. That includes the pictures and mail I brought you earlier. I promise I didn't steal it. But I did borrow it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll return it once we're done. Let me deal with my family in the meantime. Oh, I guess that means I've officially confessed.
Yep.
I'm a Roottree.
Mm-hmm.
I assure you I have a reasonable explanation for the secrecy. I'm about to do something big the family doesn't approve of. If you could just wait a little bit longer, I'll tell you more. In person. I'll return after 15
more. Okay, 15 more. The goalpost is getting further and further away each time. I just had like the recollection that like on here, did we not have something to look up? Oh no, it was the radio thing. Yeah. So we did that already. Okay. They claimed that they were a Roottree. They also told you they'd give you more explanation the next time they returned. Yep, that's totally fine. Are we adding stuff to this? Did the phone get added after that? Maybe the radio got added before? Okay. Alright, so we've got you. That means we also know you. You're a Caroline Morden, presumably, and that makes sense because you're a Morden. And that's assuming I got that right. Ooh. Maybe I just have these the wrong way around. You didn't get confirmed. Were these the same, where I just put them in one way around, didn't know which way around they were? I bet they were. Well, it's like, it feels definitely like I probably should just swap you to there. Because the other reason to do that is that you kept the name Morden, whereas for you that would be less likely, not completely certain, but... I mean, to be fair, that is a good enough reason to swap you there. Even though I don't know the order that you two were born. I'm happy to accept that, though, as the reason I'm doing it, though, right? It's like, well, the Morden name is there, so we think that you are Zach. President second. And then we think you are... what was your name? What was your name? Somebody Morden. Uh-oh. What was it? Was it... Gwendolyn? No, it was Angelica, I think. But you're not the president. Unknown. Okay. I think it was Angelica. That would have come up somewhere, and I don't remember where. Uh-oh. What else did I get from this? Anything else? No, just the Caroline. Oh, you're an artist, Caroline. Artist. And Okay, you found another partner, entirely female influence. Okay. Oh, and we know this as well. Should have put that in before we confirmed everything. That was there somewhere. Brian Jones. Brian Jones. Who I believe is going to be the gentleman. You. Yeah. Most likely. And you're pregnant at that time. Maybe. Maybe. It's like, that would get me in an awkward situation. Oh, are you pregnant? No. Cool. All right. I think that is enough for today. We confirmed 3 more. I'm staring at this bit, like, just being like, oh my gosh. There's so much more to figure out. At least this family's starting to come together now. And yeah, I'm pretty sure swapping you to there is right. Can I make, is there a similar, like, I really like some real information that makes me swap those. Even though I know that's what's going to happen. But not yet, I guess. I'm probably just going to have to go back through a lot of the information I've had as well. In fact, maybe we should do that next time. Should we revisit some documents? Alrighty, I think that makes sense. Alright, goodbye.